Hey guys, MC here, back again with another video, and today I bring you the Tensou Sentai Goseiger Megazord, or the Power Rangers Megaforce Zords as they were over here. These are one of the lots that I picked up on my shop Goodwill find that I opened up the box a couple of days ago. Thought we'd check them out and see how they are. I'm going to be doing just the Japanese versions first, and then eventually I'll bust out the American ones once I find them in my closet of doom. They're buried somewhere in there because I haven't opened them in a while, but eventually I will, because I'm going to be displaying them once I get more shelving. But anyways, let's check these guys out one by one, and we'll see how they are and go from there. So we are going to start with the yellow lion here. Pretty nice vehicle mode, bulldozer, whatever you want to call it. Nice gold pick out there, the nice tread pattern here. They even painted the toes, the nice silver. Nice little cockpit there, picked out in green. Pretty cool design. Kind of reminds me of the MMPR Triceratops from back in the good old days. A couple of paint scrapes, nothing I care to do. I mean, it is what it is. It's an older vehicle. Plus, it gives it damage. You know, it fought a battle, so I'll use that as my excuse. But I mean, even if I find a clean header, these just pop off, and that's how they peg in for various combinations. So if I find a clean head with another lot, you know, great, cool. If not, nothing crazy. I'll find a yellow paint pen that matches this. The silver, I got a Bandai silver paint marker, so nothing too worried about. Doesn't really do anything in vehicle mode other than just look kind of menacing. Mouth doesn't open. Oh, it does open. It opens the opposite way, so you can't give a little chomp and chomp action here. Pretty cool. It does roll really well. It does have some nice wheels in the bottom, so you can roll them around like bulldozers do. And then to get them into leg mode, pretty simple. Just like that. That's it. And then there's only one way it tilts, so you can't really screw it up. I'll show you the other leg. You really can't screw it up. So it's going to tilt to the left here for robot mode. So we're putting them off to the side. And full side. The next thing we have here is the black snake. This is the other leg slash thigh piece. So he's got a lot of things going on. Really well done. It is nicely articulated. You can articulate there in the center, on the side here. So nice points of articulation. He does have wheels on the bottom in a couple of different spots, so he can roll really well as trains roll. Same feature. The header does pop off, and you can put another one on here for other combinations. There's an alligator one you can do for another Megazord combo that once I get down to that, we'll show it off. But for just the base Megazord, we'll just focus on these guys. Head is nicely picked out, some silver, some red for the eyes, and then the green along the sides here. This one's kind of worn down, but it is what it is. This side's a little bit better. I'll try to find like a green marker, gunmetal marker to fill that in, but nothing too I would worry about. Nice Goseiger symbol picked out in nice chrome gold, if you can see that. Pretty cool. To get this into robot mode, it's a lot harder than a yellow one, believe me, a lot harder. First thing, you shove that in and bring this down until that snaps in, and then the hardest part of all, you fold this up. That's it. And there you have a leg slash thigh piece. And then for the Tiger Zord, it's just going to plug into that clip there, just like that. Just snaps in, and there you have the leg, the legular region of the Gosei Megazord here. Nice. All right, get him off to the side. Next thing we're going to focus on is the arms. First, we have I forget what this one's called. It's either the Phoenix or the Hawk. Not too sure. It's a white and pink bird. Let's go with that. But yeah, then again, nice gold paint on the nose or the beak, nice blue eyes, nice and sparkly, silver, the pink, the green cockpit there. The wings are nicely picked out in the gold. It also has wheels, as jets do have wheels, so she rolls good too. Oh, and topples over because it's a three-wheeler, so she likes to Tokyo drift sometimes. Yeah. To get her into the arm mode, simple. Arms go down. This wheels go in the back, and then this stays there, really doesn't do anything. Head does come off just like the other ones for various combinations, and you just plug that guy back in, and there you have it. This would be the right arm just because of the screw holes here. I mean, you could do it either way, but this would be the right arm of the Megazord. Put her off to the side. Next fellow we have here is the Blue Shark Zord. Nicely picked out again in silvers, some gold teeths, the green cockpit there, some jet boosters, tail. That's pretty much it. He does roll. Sharks roll and squeak as they roll. He needs to be lubricated. So he's nice. He's got wider wheels in the back, so he's able to stay up a little better. He doesn't Tokyo drift like the bird does. To get him in arm mode, feet or the wheels go in, that stays there. Again, head does come off again for other versions of the Megazord. Does open up for the sword. You can hold it in his mouth, and then for the rest of the combination, you're going to split his tail. It's just going to come down just like that. It's going to expose some more gold components here, and there you have the left arm. And now for the final Zord, we have the Red Dragon. This thing is nice and cool. I love the design. I think it's just badass, to be honest with you. I love the American one. The American one replicated this design really well for the most part. You'll see once we get to that Megazord down the line, and then we'll compare to this. They're not much size difference between the two. They're roughly the same size. The American one's going to be a little shorter just because, but they're proportionate wise, they're pretty nice. Nice green cockpit there, the gold, the silver, the green eyes there, mouth can open, the nice gold detailing going down the side here. No posability here besides the wings. That's only there to facilitate a combination mode. Bag here, which becomes the sword. Yeah, really freaking sweet. I like this a lot. Well worth the $30 that I paid for the one box. I paid $30 for the other one. But with everything that it came with, it was well worth it. Again, head comes off, but also the center neck piece comes off because it forms part of the sword. So you can give him a stubby neck if you really wanted to. Or if you're trying to find this guy secondhand, just make sure it comes with this guy. It should never have this short of a neck. The American one does, only because you can extend the neck out. It's just pushed in. So be wary if you're trying to find this guy on the Bay or the Macquarie or the whatnot. Just make sure it comes with the center section here. That way it forms the complete Megazord. One size comparison that I do have here goes in that one of my buckets that were next to me. I do have an extra American version of the header, as you can see here. They're all ever so slightly smaller, as you can see here, like just a smidge, but the connector ports are a lot smaller, and you can see here it's got 2 slots up here. This one's got 3 around. So even if they were the same size, they wouldn't be able to work unless someone made like a 3D printed connector to go in here that goes into this kind of connector. But why would you do that? American one, mouth does not open. It just stays fully kind of in that weird position. As like I said, this one opens up not that far. Horn does go on this one too. But again, we'll look at the American one once we get into it. So for transformation, we already got the head off. Keep it like this. We're going to shove his face back onto his body. move the horn out of the way. We're going to detach the sword, put that off to the side, and his head is stored right in here. You just plop that and you flip it over, and there it is right there. And then you want to bring up his winglet, his little wing ears up. And then let's take a look at that face sculpt since we got it. Oh, 3D. And there you have the Goseiger head right there. Nicely picked out in silver, gold, and those nice bright blue eyes. The silver and the ears really give it a nice look. Nice. I like this Megazord. I really do. I know a lot of people hated it back in the day, but it has grown on me, and it's grown on other people too. So worth pickup. It really is. So to combine it, you bring the legs in, and bring this camera up, and it's got a little rail right up here, the little platform. You can see. Let's see if you can get a shot of it. There you go. You kind of see right there. There's a rail there at the bottom of the legs, right in here. This is going to slide right in and clip. So this is going to bring them in and just slide it in until it clicks into place. And on the back side, to release it, it's this wheel right here. As you can see, the Japanese designers thought of everything and give you a little arrow that you bring this down, and you're able to release the back of this. Otherwise, you're going to be fighting this, and you may break that off. They did the same thing on the legs. If you just look right here, you got a couple of arrows. So basically, you just slide that up, and it brings up this little tab for both legs, and that's how you bring them down. Please don't just pull, because you can end up breaking that. And I mean, it holds in secure enough, but over time, this joint may weaken, and then you might have a floppy leg. No one likes floppy legs. Anyways, bringing this guy back up, we're going to get the arms attached. We got the right hand in, clips in just as well, and then we have the shark sword clipping in just as well. And then to finally finish it off, we're going to have the neck component and the sword here. We're just going to combine them together just like that. So the red spikes are on the top side, and then this one solo spike is on the bottom. So it finishes the look. And then the shark sword, I mean, I think both hands can hold it, but traditionally it's held by this hand, and he can hold it just well enough. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. As far as posability, it is a brick. It always will be a brick because it's a Megazord, which most of them are bricks. Just because for transformation in the snake, it can go about that far off on both sides, but there's really no ratchets there to keep it, so it's just going to fling into place. The hands, get this up a little bit. The hands can do a full 360. The wings do kind of move up, but they kind of get in the way, so it kind of wants to pull it out of the peg. But they can do a 360. Nothing up here, nothing down here, no waist articulation. It is a Megazord through and through, but a really good looking one nonetheless. I love the Japanese one. It has a lot more paint details than the American one will. When we get to that one, we'll show you, but it is nice. It is shiny. It is filled with paint, gold, silver, that the American one doesn't have. But yeah, really cool Megazord. I can't recommend it enough. We were able to find them for a great price. Like I said, as soon as I saw them going up for $30, I had to spring into action and grab them. I think you're able to find them on the Bay in box or not for like $60-$70. So still a good pickup. And this can store in the back. Same notches. You can put it on there. Just make sure you line them up, and it just snaps. One way or another, they'll snap in. Just gotta find a sweet spot. Hello, sweet spot. Just like that. They'll just snap in. So he can kind of look pretty cool with his sword coming out of the backside. Pretty cool. So yeah, there you have it. The Goseiger / Megaforce Megazord. Yeah, can't say good things about it. So yeah, we'll check out the rest of the Goseiger stuff as we continue. And yeah, hopefully you guys like the video. Please like and subscribe. Check out my other stuff. I'm trying to change it up a bit, doing Transformers, Power Rangers, try to do maybe one of each, going back and forth, just to not get, caught in a rhythm of just doing Transformers all the time, because I have a lot of those, and I have a lot of Power Rangers stuff. So, thank you again, guys. Please have a good night, stay safe, take care, and we will catch you around. Good night.